So in today's lecture we are going to learn about the brush tool. It contains the brush tool, the pencil tool, the color replacement and the mixer brush tool. But we will focus on this brush tool because we are going to need this tool in many other tools, and it will come handy while we do some advanced functions with it. So let's start. When you select the brush tool, a brush indicator will appear here. You can control different options from this drop down menu, or you can right click anywhere on the document and you will see these options of choosing the brush style, what type of brush you want to select. Currently we will work with the hard brush and the soft brush. The main difference between hard and soft brush is, let me change the color first. I will select, now currently I have selected a hard brush. This is a hard brush and this is a soft brush. You can see the main difference between these two brushes. Sometimes we need to work with the hard brush and sometimes we need to work with the soft brush depending upon the condition. So right click, select the brush you want to work with, and you have the option of the size. As I told you before, that you can change the size with the bracket keys on your keyboard, and also you can change the hardness and the angle of the brush that you want to change. Second option here is the opacity of the brush, that how much transparent or opaque the brush will be according to its, what you can say, properties or the work you want to do. For example, I'm selecting the brush tool, right clicking and selecting the hard brush. Now it's on 100% opacity and I'm going to decrease opacity, and now it is on almost 38% opacity. Like this, we have the pencil tool. We can click on this pencil tool and we can draw simple lines of pencil lines. It will also come handy, but I don't think so I have used this tool much. I only use this tool, the brush tool, very frequently. So again, going to the brush tool. So you can do some advanced properties or advanced techniques or advanced things with this tool, but we will discuss it in our next lecture about the advanced properties of a brush tool. So for currently, just we can change the shape, just like I will select this grass shape tool. I will select the color green for the grass and I can draw grass down here like this one, and we'll have some grass. Sorry, let me undo it and change the opacity to 100% and like this. So this is only a simple technique to use the brush tool and what's its property. We'll go to the next lecture and learn about the advanced techniques used with the brush tool. Thank you. In this previous lecture, we were learning about the brush tool and its properties, and in this lecture, we will learn about its some advanced property of brush tool or how we can use the brush tool. First of all, let me select some random brush here. I will select this leaf brush. I will change its angle. Okay, let me change it. Okay, now we have the angle set here. Sorry, when we are selecting this tool, you can click here on the brush tool advanced properties. When you click on this advanced properties, you will have some, let me turn off these options, some advanced options here like shape dynamic, scatterings, texture, dual brush, color dynamics, transfer, brush pose, etc, etc. Let me first open up the shape dynamics. The shape dynamics tool allows us to change the shapes of the selected tools. Like I'm changing the size jitter. It means that every shape that comes on the screen have different size. Then it comes the diameter of the shape, angle, what angle the shape will be. You can play with these controls according to your liking. Let me show you. So I will select a brighter color again. Okay. Now you can see every shape has a new angle and new size. If I turn off the shape dynamics, all the shapes have the same size. So that's shape dynamics. Let me undo it all. Okay, uh, next, the option after the shape dynamics is the scattering. You can guess it. Scattering means to scatter all the objects. Let me turn off scattering and all the objects are aligned. When you turn on the scattering, all the objects got scattered. You can control the amount of scatter, that how much scatter do you want to do with this brush tool, or you can count how much objects do you want to scatter. The minimum the amount, the higher the amount according to the need of your document. So let me show this to you. Look, now I'm just dragging in a straight line, but every object is appearing different pixel on different pixel or different location. So the third option is the texture. Texture means what texture do you want to give to your shape. It is not as much handy. The next option that could be useful for you is the color dynamics. Let me clean the document first. Color dynamics mean that I will change the color here. I select the right one. That this shape will have colors according to these two colors, the mixture of these two colors, or starting from the cyan color to the red color, it will have different colors, but all these colors will be made using these two colors. I will change some controls here: hue, saturations, and brightness, and purity, etc. Now I will draw it. Look, these are two different colors. Let me change again. Okay, sorry, my bad. Look, now these have different colors. So it's simple that the main thing that you can use with these advanced properties are the shape dynamics, the scattering tool, and the color dynamics tool that you will choose the mostly or the most. So that's it for the today lecture. Thank you very much. Before going, let me remind you that all the pictures or all the tools or all the reference images that I am using in this lecture and my lectures are wholly solely responsible of their whole solely responsibility or property of their respected owners. I do not own the rights to sell them or to use them commercially. I am just using them for educational purposes. So thank you very much. So for this purpose, let's first open our Photoshop. I have already opened a stock image of a model with some messy here so that I can show how the background eraser tool works perfectly. So for this purpose, we are going to use the background eraser tool. Here you can see in the eraser tool, click holding this tool and you will find the background eraser tool. Select it, and for this purpose, first thing you have to do is to make a layer beneath this layer. So make a layer, I just name it some BRWTI, if I could spell it, some beautiful color. Okay, we can fill it with some beautiful color. Just click and drag it below this layer. I'll name it model, below this model layer. So in some beautiful color, just go and select whatever color you like. It should have to be something bright, okay, like this one. I think I will stick with this same type. Okay, no, I'm not happy with this color, sorry. I'm just again going with magenta. Okay, so alt backspace to fill this some beautiful color layer with magenta. So after selecting the background eraser tool, first you have to make sure your brush size, you can do this by bracket keys, small and large bracket keys, left or right. You can decrease this size and you can increase this size. It comes handy when you are making some quick changes rather than going here and adjusting the size or clicking to right clicking and adjusting the size here. After this, you have to select this middle option which says sampling once. Why we are using the sampling ones? Because our background has one single gray color. We can use the first option, sampling continuous, if we have different background colors or multicolor background. So in this case we are only going for this sampling ones. Limits should be contiguous, and tolerance rate is something you have to make some experiments to adjust with your image. For example, let us start with some 9, the minimum tolerance. Left click here and do not release the click. Sorry, my bad. Select the model layer. Left click and do not release the model layer, and you can see it is erasing the gray color, but it's not doing a good job with the hair. So let me undo it. Control Z to undo it, or Command Z and on Mac. So let me increase the tolerance rate. Let's go 70, and again left click, and now it's doing good, but it is also affecting our skin, the skin of the model, which we also do not want to do. So let me adjust this around 30 or 32. I think 30 will be good. Again left click and raise, and this time it is raising, and you can see the some beautiful hair color, the purple color from the background layer is showing up. And now see, it is not affecting the skin of the model. We can make the color selection here like this one and make it erase. Okay, make it good like this one, and do not let it go until you are happy with the results. So let me turn off the some beautiful color layer or the background layer, and you can see the main area we are talking about, that it is removed now. And for the rest of the gray color, we can use whatever we want. If I want to use the magic wand tool, we can make it to select the color and delete it. If you want to use the magic eraser tool, we can also use to just click it and delete it. Sorry, click and delete, and it will delete it, and the magic, yeah, beautiful color here will appear. And it's left here something in this one. So that's it. You can see some gray area here. You can increase the tolerance rate to 35 to 40 to cover up this one. And that's it for this lecture. Thank you very much.